Alright, guys. Nice. Right, okay, guys. So it's German. Just make sure this is discharged. Okay. What's up, everyone? Couple of things I want to show you guys. With schematic, I'll show you guys how this thing works. Alright. Let me grab my papers. Alright. So let's zoom in. Find piece of paper. Okay. So let's zoom in. So you guys probably know, Lisman, you've seen these before in stores. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask, how do these work? Let me ask. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with these bad boys, you need actual batteries, as you can see. Ladies and gentlemen, I can take one. Oh, show you guys. Time batteries is AA. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, if I can get this one out. There we go. And so guys, these type plug zappers require 2 of these batteries, listen to 1. So, listen, so you guys can see, LED right there, and tells you if it's on. Right, listen, how do these things actually work? Let's find out. Let's crack this bad boy open. Okay, this measurement. Let me tell you guys. Okay? These are not a joke to play around with. Any kids? Don't know. Never play with these. Never. Because up there, I'm talking about over 1,000 volts. Measurement. That's on AC side. And yes, this is AC generated power. So, here we go. As you can see, the cover Back cover. And here's what it is. Okay. So instrument. Right there. I see it. Okay. Instrument. This is where, and be careful. As you guys can see, instrument. This is what's inside of this thing. Nothing much. So we got here instrument. Move this over here. Put you guys down. Okay. So what we got here? So instrument our battery terminals. You guys can see 2 battery terminals. Your LED 2 resistors. You guys probably cannot see them, but there they are right there. LED transistor and instrument. Most of all, now we're talking about our high voltage area. So you guys can see from 3 volts main, like DC, from these batteries, right? So see guys, so this transformer measurement is known as a step-up transformer. So you guys can see, this is a step-up transformer. Our diode, right there, you guys can see. There's our diode. And what's the value on this cap? 1200. So 1200 steps up for that cap and sends it out to the guard right here, guys. And measurement. And there is the bleed resistor right there at the end. Now, where's that together without destroying this thing? Here's plastic. That should not be in here. So, see guys? So that goes back like this. And like that. There you go. That's what it looks like, Lisman. What's inside? One of these things. Hold on, guys. I had to find that button, guys. Hold on. Okay. So see guys, this thing's not a joke. Just one wrong move, you could end up in a hospital. It's not a joke. Fisherman. This can send you right to the hospital. That's why, fishermen, parents should never let the kids play around with these things. Never. There's no way. Because fishermen attain high voltage. And yes, time of high voltage can be 100% lethal. So that's why fishermen never catch this lid up here when this is energized. Never catch. There's no way. Fishermen, here's why. Because I know. Because these fishermen can be 100% lethal to any kid. So now, fishermen, let's do dramatic on this. Okay. So here's what we got. So fishermen, inside this right here. So we got fishermen, and you guys can see. Let's put you guys over here. I can't see because of the light. But still. Okay, you know what? Let's get rid of this stupid light. So see guys, inside here, in this little apartment guys, right down here. So we got here is our, okay. So you see guys, this is our DC line. So that's for our 3 volts. Right? So you guys, 2 of these batteries rate 3 volts off the main line. See? Fishermen, I don't know if you guys can see. You see, fishermen? Know what? Let me show you guys on our camera. Hold on. Alright, guys. And there you go. See, fishermen? This is where our 3 volts are because of these batteries. Right? So then it goes through a resistor. Right? Times 2 of them each resistor. Right guys? See? Fishermen. And after it actually goes through 2 resistors, our positive fishermen goes to right here, known as our switch. Let's just say, yeah, that's a switch. See, Wisman? Let's swing the switch for a second. Then it goes into our transistor. So this is our, I believe this is our gate. I believe that's a gate or drain. Hold on. Is that right? Yeah, that's gate. And it's collector. That's a C. You see, guys? Once it goes through the C, right? There's our collector, drain, and emitter, right? Once it ends, goes out, right, guys? From our transistor here, it goes right into the coil. And that coil is when it goes back to our ground. So, see, guys? And after the secondary coil is our high voltage. You see, Benjamin, it goes through right here. So this is our diode. So our diode is right here. See, guys, this is our diode. Once it leaves the diode regimen, it goes into really high voltage cap. See, regimen? There's our high voltage cap. That's running at 1200 volts. Do you see, guys? 1200 volts. Mate, on, you can see that. After it leaves, capacitor is a discharge resistor. And that resistor drains that cap. Measurement. So that cap is, you see, guys, 1200 volts. And the amps is a question mark. You see, Richmond? So our 3 volts, known as, say, battery, okay, right, times 2, that's 3 volts right there, Richmond, goes through resistor, the switch, goes through transistor, then the coil, Richmond, then it comes out right here, Richmond, as our high voltage. See? high voltage comes out of this cap. See, listening, this coil, listening. So we got, I believe it's like 4.2 volts in this coil. And now in this coil, listening, this part, you're probably talking about like, let's say 600. I believe it's like 650. Right there. This is a 650 volts. And it goes through the diode. That diode, ladies and gentlemen, puts it up more voltage to, like, I believe, say 900 volts into this cap. But this cap, listening, is rated at 1200 volts. So, a diode, listening, and actually there's two diodes actually in one package. So times 2, actually, let's get rid of that. That's where 1200 right there, listening. That's where 1200 volts into this cap. If I remember correctly, that's the same cap. That's one at 16 actually. That's a 1600. So you're talking about, listening, 1200 volts into this main cap right here. So, listening, if you kill the power, that resistor will drain this cap. And that's how you do it, guys. So, see, listening, just remember, these things can do serious damage if you're not being careful. And, I want to say, listening, never play around with these things. Never do. Never. Because, here's why. If you hear the lighting noise, listening, that means it's generating high voltage. 60 hertz. See, guys? What? There it is. That's generating a nasty shock. And you do not want to get, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys don't know what I mean, like this, 1200 volts output. Let me show you guys what I mean. Let's say, Richmond, my drill. Right? See, Richmond. I don't know if you guys can see this on camera. But actually, you guys can't see that because the stupid light. But let me show you guys what I mean. This is now generalized, energized. See? Fisherman, that's a mean. This fisherman don't play around. Any kid, fisherman, you see these around your house? Remember, fisherman, they can still be energized. Like, not joking. They can be energized. But here's a safe way, fisherman. Take the batteries out and put it away. Or, fisherman, a small kid could end up hurting itself with these. And yes, fisherman, that's 1200 volts AC power. Multimeters won't go over 1000 volts. There's no way. But still, fisherman, that green light, it means it's already charged up that cap to high voltage. And this charge, it's already discharged. So yeah, fisherman, if you do see these laying around in the house, just put these up. Or, fisherman, you'll have, let's say, a grandson, or even a kid playing around with these, thinks it's just a toy. It's not. Fisherman, these contain a really high voltage of 1200 volts AC power. And just remind you guys, okay? Without the switch on, that cap could be charged. And they will not drain until that resistor actually drains it. So yes, fishermen, just remember, these can be fatal. Not a joke. Can be 100% fatal. That's why, fishermen, these should be banned in the first place. There's no way. Fishermen, here's why these should be 100% banned from the marketplace. There's no way, fishermen. They contain high voltage. And fishermen, that's not fun. Just one shock from this can be fatal. Fishermen, not joking. It's like, fishermen, do you want to see people end up being electrocuted by these things? Well, fishermen, I want to say, don't buy these. Because if you do have kids, don't buy. Because it can be fatal. Like, it's not a joke. If they catch or press this button and touch these, fishermen, it's fatal. So yeah, I want to say, guys, alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night, guys.